especially after why move or exercise, especially after illness or injury. I'm Andrea Schneider, health and fitness expert, and someone who's recovered after breast cancer. And you are?
Oh, hi, Andrea. I'm Karen Langston, Healthy Gut Advisor. How's it going?
I'm doing great. So Karen and I love to make these videos for you. These are things that we actually do and experience, and we feel really, impassioned and passionate about, and we want to share these things with you. So one of the reasons I believe that we need to move or exercise is one, it makes our body feel good. If you don't use your body, you're going to lose movement. You're going to lose things. So you want to feel good about what you're doing. You don't want to overdo it. I'm about consistency. Do a little more today than you did yesterday. Now, some of you might be watching and maybe you're bedridden or maybe you're really active, but you could push yourself just a little bit harder. I went out and ran 3 miles today. I'm not saying you need to do that at all. And wherever you are, just know that it's the consistency, that's the action, it's the movement that in the long run will pay off. So Karen, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I have had clients in the past where literally they were so out of shape, especially with surgeries and that kind of thing, that I've had them literally just go from the front door to the mailbox and come back. You've got to start somewhere.
Right. I just had a lady in one of my courses who, when she started, she was bedridden. And by the end of the 6-8 weeks, she's back to work. She's moving. I'm so impressed with her, but she took a little bit of action every day. And I just hearing and watching that was just really inspiring for me, because sometimes we want to give up. And I was just at a big conference where there was a woman there who was so inspiring. She lost both her legs at 19, and she could have laid in bed in a fetal position and sucked her thumb like some of us would want to do. I want to do that for lesser situations. I know what you know what I mean, Karen. And she didn't do that. And so she went out and I'll tell you more about her in another video, or if you look at my Facebook stuff, won a bronze medal and a Paralympic athlete, and went on to do some amazing, amazing things. So we're all capable of these things, but sometimes it's our own mind and body that we want to sometimes give up, and we can't do that. So we need to push ourselves just a little bit and take that action. You put one foot in front of the other and you find, oh, I really can do this. And then you take another step and you find out, wow, and it builds confidence. So you take control. And while you're doing that, it also decreases your stress because you get the good feeling hormones going. The cortisol will decrease and the endorphins will increase, and you will decrease your stress, you will sleep better, and it all works together. So just get out and move, whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah, Andrea, and the other thing is too, and you're talking about hormones and cortisol and that kind of thing, the other part of it is we have this thing called a lymphatic system, and the lymphatic system is a circulatory system, but it doesn't have its own pumping mechanism, unlike the cardiovascular system. So the purpose of the lymphatic system is literally to bring nutrients to the cells and take all of the excess waste from those cells, put it into the lymphatic system, and then out through the colon. The only way that it can move is if you move. So when you start moving, even 15, 20 minutes a day, you start your lymphatic system to start detoxifying and cleaning out, and it gets it moving. So it's super important, not just for feeling good, but also for physiological reasons as well.
So in Karen's world, poop is always so important. So I'm surprised she didn't mention the word poop. So basically what she's saying is you keep moving and your body will move and you'll go poop. Is that what you're saying, Karen?
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, it's a little bit different in that the lymphatic system goes through the entire body, but eventually it is going to make it into the colon, and then you're going to poop that waste out. So yeah, thanks for letting me get that poop in there.
Right. And so you know what? I know, like after I had my breast cancer 9 years ago, you sometimes, and Karen's had her illnesses, and she'll mention that, but sometimes you feel like your body's failed you. And for me, exercise and movement was a way of kind of proving to myself that I could take back control of my health and my fitness and my body and my movement. So whatever that looks like for you, and maybe you can't do the 15 or 20 minutes of exercise, but if you can just do a little bit, so maybe it's only you're laying in bed and you move your arms, and maybe you lift a couple bottles of water and do some bicep curls. So whatever that is, and I think I mentioned to Karen, I've actually been honored and I'm excited about this. I'm going to be writing a protocol for a local business that's starting here in San Diego for people who have had cancer or maybe PTSD or chronic pain, a protocol of movement and exercise. So over time, I'll be sharing that more and more with all of you. But basically, I'm saying just get out and move. So Karen and I have talked about it. Find things you love to do. Maybe it's walking, dancing, yoga, hiking, walking from your bathroom to your bed. If that's all you can do, do it. But maybe walking to your refrigerator, but don't eat the wrong things. Just move.
Yep, totally agree with you, Andrea. Yeah, you've got to do what's going to motivate you. If you go and buy a video series, but you're not willing to do that video series, or you think that the E word, that's what I call it, the E word, exercise, is going to cause you to feel negative about it, then there's no sense in doing it. You've got to do something that's going to motivate you. And one of the best things you can do is to go outside and connect with nature. We are meant to connect with nature. And an even better thing you can do is take your shoes and socks off and walk barefoot in the grass, or walk barefoot in the dirt or the sand, because that's also going to reconnect you with the energy of earth, and it will just connect that mind, body, spirit, and it's the most wonderful, exhilarating thing you can do.
I agree with you. And they call that grounding, right? Isn't that called grounding when you go
Yep.
and walk in the grass and nature? And I know for me,
There's,
I live in
sorry.
beautiful San Diego, and there's times that I'm inside a lot, and I realize, you know what? I'm looking outside like I am right now, but I need to be out in nature. It just feels so much better. And if you live in kind of a cold climate, do the best you can to get out, or be out outside, get the sunshine, get nature as much as you can. You will feel better.
Yeah, absolutely. Or you know what? Why not just bring a little sandbox inside if you can't get out?
That's funny you say that. I actually was at the beach yesterday. I brought some sand home with me because I've been having some issues with my foot, a little, gosh, I forgot what you call it, plantar fasciitis. And I realized the sand really helped. And instead of I'm not a medication girl, I'm trying more natural type remedies. And I realized, pushing my foot up and down on sand really feels good. So
Yeah.
sand is good. Bring the
Yeah,
sand in.
I actually collect sand. I have sand in little jars from every place that I've been, but don't send me sand. I like to collect the sand.
Right, right. So another reason for the movement and the exercise, overall health. It will increase your overall health. So it all works together, the eating, the exercise, eating being about 80% of the component, but you have to move for many, many reasons. And it's a use it or lose it type thing. Your muscles and your body will atrophy if you don't use it properly. Karen, what else do you have to say? And let's close this out.
Yep, it's good for your mind, your body, your spirit, your cardiovascular system, your lymphatic system. It's just going to make you feel so much better. And don't think that you can't do this. Start with 5 minutes and work your way up, like you said, and do something you love.
Exactly. And be consistent and don't take yourself out of the game. So I don't like to see people go out to the gym or whatever they're doing and just push themselves so hard, and then they're hurt or they're so exhausted or they just don't feel well that they don't do it again. So you want to be that turtle in the race, the one who's consistent and maybe slow and whatever, but you want to stay in the game. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get injured. And especially if you're recovering from illness or injury, you want to just push yourself a little more, do something, do things you love, maybe even do things with other people, the companionship, the accountability, it all works together and you will feel great. So this hopefully will help you. Why move? Why exercise? And like Karen said, maybe that exercise word has negative connotations, but don't let it be that. Just be thinking about movement. All right, we love you very much. Again, this is Andrea Schneider, and you could look below how to find me on my website. And Karen, tell us about you again and how they can find you.
Yep, Karen Langston, Healthy Gut Advisor, advisor.com. Healthy Gut Advisor, sign up.
And I'm www.mybestme.us, Andrea Schneider. Okay, we'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.